Yo, Soultribe, gather at the fireplace. So today I got a little something different. So it has to do with spirituality, but its application is like more basic. So the topic about this on this video is read a book. Why should read a book? I see reading a book like meditation because while meditating, you focus on just one thing, which is your mind or your breathing, or you focus on anything. In my case, I focus on a sound I hear or the ringing in my ears, which is rising with time going on, going higher in pitch and vibrating faster. But for everyone, it's different. Most people they just focus on their breathing and stuff. So reading is somewhat like that because you focus on absorbing the knowledge from the book. But the problem with reading, in my case was, and probably in your case too, is that schools made reading really fucking terrible. It sucked because you're forced to read something, you're forced to pick up on the speed of the classroom in absorbing the knowledge, and most of the stuff is just things that you don't really have an interest in. So most people don't read because of that. What I came to realize is today I just bought a book, and it caught my eye, it caught my attention, and it's this book. I don't hope it's mirrored, but it just says it's in German, of course, because I live in Germany and my main language is German. But it says Psychologie mal einfach, which just means in English psychology in simple terms. So what that is really all about is, like, I can show you some pages. It's just a plain simple book. What this book is all about is, and by the way, it just was like €5. €5 for a book that has 255 pages. Is, man, look at that. €5 is like $6.25, around that. It's cheap, okay, but it doesn't mean that the knowledge here is cheap. So what I want to go with this is, like, why do I read right now, and why do I read psychology? So I've read some things about the chakras and basic understanding of my brain, and I think that when you come into this world, you obviously have a soul, and that soul has, like, wants to absorb information. The whole reason you're here is you want some information, and that information gets filtered into the senses, which are, like, the main senses are touch, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, the sense of cold and hot, or the absence of heat, stuff like that. The sense of balance, like balance, like you don't fall. Um, but there are many more, and what I want to go with this is, you as a soul got here and want to experience, like, what it's like to be human. So psychology is very important in that case because not only do you understand how your brain works, but you also understand why you feel certain emotions and what is really happening in your brain. And you feel like you can understand other people more on a level you didn't necessarily have understood before. So you can understand people in a more right hemisphere way, which is talked about here. Like, the basic concept is you have two halves of a brain, okay? And these two halves are connected in the middle. So the left side of the brain is more likely to be, in most cases, it's like its main purpose is to think logical and make logical conclusions to everything. And the right side is for creative thinking, more abstract thinking, like art or feelings, emotions, which is energy in motion. So you can understand the world and people through either the left or right hemisphere of the brain, or both. Like, it's holistic in that way. So most people either understand people with the left side or the right side. I tended to use my right side of the brain to understand people, but I want to expand my knowledge, so I bought this book to understand people on a more logical side. I understand people on a more emotional side and a creative side, because it's just like in my nature, but I don't necessarily understand people on that level on a logical side. So what is happening in their brain? What is triggering certain actions? And the basics are very well explained in this book. So find yourself a book, go into the bookstore and buy yourself some books that you can really use. Like, this is pure knowledge. One day the internet will go off with a go offline for a certain amount of time with an EMP or something like that, and all your information gets dropped out. It gets deleted, incinerated. Okay, so why not buy a book, and why not just have some meditation music on the side, listen to meditation music, and read a book while doing that. So it's just really calming. I mean, I'm not really a heavy reader, but I read, like, where am I right now? About um, I'm like 40 pages in, which is really heavy, so you can't really see that. So I'm sorry. Oh, okay. 41 pages in. It's like I have fun doing that, and I don't know really why, but I'm about to understand, because it's psychology. So there's many things in that. There's even like how to understand people with psychology, with illnesses that is connected to their psychology, like psychopaths and sociopaths. So what is even the difference? It's all explained here. It's very interesting because when you're an empath, you most likely have to stay away from psychopaths and sociopaths, because it's not very healthy for you, because they're manipulating everybody. So that can help you understand people in a more holistic way. So yeah, the light is going off, so I have to say goodbye. But like, oh, okay, that helps. I don't have to say goodbye. Like, read a book. It's like meditation, like I said. You can make yourself a comfortable environment and then read. You have to relearn everything, in a sense that you have to you have to get away from the thought that reading is boring, because school taught you that on a subconscious way. Most of the people don't like to read because their experiences in school, but you have to throw that all away, okay, these experience, because they wanted you to have a boredom connection to reading, okay? So read a book or an audiobook, I don't care, with something very important, psychology or astrology or like spirituality or something like that. Everything you can connect everything to spirituality, by the way. I read psychology and I can relate everything to spirituality. Like there's a chapter in this book, like it talks about how it talks about how every part of the brain is connected to a certain body part, okay? And that you can feel it even, okay? So my conclusion to that is that reminds me of something. There's some old practices in which you massage certain spots on your body, and it stimulates the parts in your brain that have some issues. So let me say, for example, the thought behind that is, if you have some mild problems with, I don't know, feeling like, if you feel mildly depressed. So by the way, I'm no psychologist, so if you're depressed, I'm not, this is no advice, this is just personal thoughts and experiences. um, when you have a mild depression or something like that, you feel slightly depressed, you can massage certain spots on your body daily, and that part of the brain gets stimulated, and it can help you to get a neurological balance in that part of the brain again. So it's very interesting, and vice versa, because everything is connected in your body. So if you have some muscle issues, they strain and they hurt, you can focus on that part of the brain and heal that part of the brain, and it's connected to that spot on the body. You know what I'm saying right now. It's very interesting. So go read the book. $5, €5, $6.25, around that. It's nothing, and you have that forever. You have that forever. It cannot be deleted from your hard drive. It's a fucking book. So have a great day. I'll see you later. By the way, look in the description. My music is now on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, and stuff like that. So you can listen to that. I would much appreciate that, because why not? Spotify is free. Have a great day. Man, that is timing. That is timing. The lights go out when I say bye. Have a great day.